Leilani. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be working on a 12 by 12 layout, but we are going to be using, you guessed it, a cut file. So I'm really excited to have busted out the Cricut again and to be using another cut file. So some of you may know, but I received the Cricut for Christmas in December of 2021, and I did not get it out of the box until December of 2022. That is so shameful, but I did use it for December daily this past year, and I loved using the cut files. I thought it was so much fun, and so I'm trying to use my Cricut here and there and trying to use it for cut files and things like that, so that I continue to use them just in my everyday scrapbooking instead of just saving it for like more of those special albums. So I did grab this particular cut file from the Paige Evans Etsy shop, page by page. It was in some of the love themed cut files, so I will link that below if you're interested. But I really liked this one a lot, and also it was super easy to back. As you can see, I used one of the hearts, like the inner part of the heart that just pops out, basically trash unless you wanted to keep them. But I used one of those as a template, and then I'm cutting out all of my hearts out of pattern paper. So I'm using pattern paper from the Color Fresh collection, one of my favorite collections from Heidi Swapp. So I had a few pieces of that paper just lying around. So I am backing all of these hearts here. It was actually really, really simple and an easy thing to do while just watching a show. Sometimes I love that kind of really like no brain work type scrapbooking or type crafting where I can just put a video on and kind of like just think about what I'm going to be working on and kind of plan things in my mind without having to think too far ahead about this particular part of the project. So I enjoyed it. I really love this cut file. It is a really cute little heart wreath. So that is what we're going to be using today. And we're going to be documenting a photo of me and Lasagna, one of our kitty cats. So originally today, I really wanted to work on my craft room organizing video, but alas, it just wasn't the day for it. There's just so much that goes into a video like that. So it will be coming here in the future. I will continue to work on it, but today wasn't the day, but I did want to get a video out for you guys. And so I have wanted to do a couple layouts here in my Project Life album for 2023. So I thought that we would work on this one today. So you may recognize this photo of me and Lasagna. I did document a very similar photo in my Project Life spread for, I think, Valentine week, but this is a different picture. It's slightly different. You can kind of see Lasagna's cute little face a little bit better, but I thought that I would go ahead and document it in a 12 by 12 layout as well. I don't have a lot of really great photos with Lasagna. Typically, whenever I get a photo with her, I'm just kind of like in the room where she mostly hangs out, and I'm in my pajamas, and it's like early morning or it's late at night. I might have snapped a photo or something to send to Will. But for this, in this particular case, I snuck her into my craft room very briefly when the dogs weren't paying attention and was able to get a couple pictures of her in my craft room. So I was really excited. So I thought that I would go ahead and document this one as a 12 by 12 layout as well. So I know I ended up using a white background, which might be kind of strange, and I'm still trying to figure out if that was the best option. But for the pattern papers that I had, I kind of looked at them off camera, and I could just not find a pattern paper that would work for this cut file. I just couldn't find something that I really liked with it. I was really struggling. So I just thought that I would go ahead and go with the white paper. And by the time we get done at the end, I do like it. I did question it here throughout, though, if it was just too white because the cut file was cut out in white. But it really doesn't bother me because the lines of the cut file kind of inside the wreath, that's not the part that I really wanted to showcase. It was more of the colorful hearts. So all in all, I think it works out okay. It might not have been my absolute first choice if I had more paper to work with, but for what I had, I think it works out okay. So basically, I put the cut file in the photo. I just added the photo to the back of the cut file, and I placed it kind of up in the more upper left-hand portion of the spread. And then in the lower right hand, I thought that I would do kind of a cluster of different embellishments and also my title. So I wrote Sweet Lasagna Baby, and I did 3 different thickers and fonts. So I always like mixing and matching fonts. And then I added a little bit of journaling, and then I'm just going to add on a lot of different embellishments to create my little cluster here. So I am going to use my roller stamp. I think it just says I love. And so I just kind of put that up at the top, and I will eventually put that down at the bottom as well. Also, just to kind of spice it up a little bit, I'm using some of my Heidi Shine here in Tinsel. So I really like this color, especially on the white paper. I think it really gives a pop, that darker color. It looks kind of black, but it's actually more of a chrome kind of, or like a gray. So at this point, I knew I wanted to add a few other little things. So these were actually a couple of stamps that I did sometime recently, and I didn't use all of them. Oh, it was for my Pieces of Play album. I didn't use all of them, so I just placed the extra little stamped stars into my star dish. So I ended up using both of those, which I was really happy about. I've added on some enamel dots and also some of my little gold stars, and I'm really liking the way that all of this is taking shape. Once again, it's a little white, but I think it works out. It's okay for me, and I'm happy with the end result. So, y'all, let me know, how have y'all been? How are things going? Like I said, I'm really, really hoping to get that craft room organizing video out to you guys soon. I need to do it desperately, but it just takes so much to do a video like that. But I would love to do another vlog video over here, kind of show my face a little bit more and all of that, get a little more, personal, face-to-face kind of thing. So be on the lookout for that. It will be up hopefully within the next couple weeks or so. So back to the layout, I am just adding on a little border here with my pen, just an easy doodle border. That's another thing about doing the craft room organizing, back to that, is that I did get a sewing machine for Christmas this past year, and I have no place to put it. So that's another thing that I would love to do, is to get that out of the box before a year goes by and have a nice place to set up my sewing machine. So whenever I'm doing projects like this, I could add a little bit of sewing to it, which I think just really adds that texture and makes it feel really special. So I would love to have that available for me. So here I grabbed out a corner little piece here, and I added that to the upper right hand, and I wanted to find another one, but I guess I don't have any left. But I do add this little piece down here to the bottom, and I add a little bit more stamping. I think I do add a few more little stars, but besides that, this is pretty much it. But yeah, all in all, I think it's really cute. I do love how all of the colors pop off of the white paper, and I just love all of these little pieces of ephemera. The majority of the ephemera is also from Heidi Swapp Color Fresh, from the ephemera pack. A few might be from the Simple Stories Hard Eyes collection, but most of this is Heidi Swapp. So yeah, I had a lot of fun working with the cut file today. It was something different to do. I'm glad to have a layout completed in my album. I hope that y'all enjoyed this quick and easy process. If you did, please give me a like, and please also consider subscribing. And of course, I'll be back at you super soon with another one. Bye, y'all.